there, Ariana from Crafting Happiness here. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet the Celtic Weave Stitch. And for this tutorial, I've made two samples, one in a single color for you to see the texture and how it looks like on both sides, and one in two colors so you can see how it will look like if you decide to use more than one color. And in this sample, I've changed the yarn on every 2 rows, and I've carried the yarn along. So if you decide to do this, you can just crochet a single crochet border around your sample to hide these ends, and you don't have to weave them in. So let's get started. For this pattern, I am using Aran yarn and a 5mm crochet hook. You obviously can use any yarn you like with a matching hook, and this pattern requires you to have multiples of 4 chains plus 3. My starting chain has 27. So let's start round 1 by making a half double crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then half double crochet into the next and in each chain across until the end of the row. And this is your first row, and you should have 26 stitches in it. Let's continue with round 2. Turn your work and chain 3, and this counts as a double crochet. Now this pattern is categorized as intermediate or even advanced, but it's actually really simple once you understand the logic behind it. It's a simple 2-row repeat pattern, and it's basically the same thing but offset. We will be working on this row with front post trebles, and we work them in sets of 4. What I mean by that is that we're going to work the last 2 stitches in the set and then go backwards and work the first 2 stitches. Let me show you what I mean. Skip 2 stitches, and then in the third one around the post, make a front post treble. And to make a front post treble, yarn over twice, insert your hook around the post from front to back around it like this, and then yarn over and pull up a loop. And now you can complete your treble as usual. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And this is how you crochet a front post treble. Now make one into the next stitch around the post. Again, yarn over twice, insert your hook from front to back around the post below, yarn over and pull up a loop. And now we complete the treble. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And like I said, once you completed the third and fourth stitch, go back and to the very first stitch you skipped and make a front post treble again. Yarn over twice, insert your hook around the stitch, just like the other stitches, yarn over, pull through a loop, and then complete your treble. And now into the next second skipped stitch, another front post treble, yarn over, pull up a loop, and complete the stitch. And this is what we have so far. You kind of can see how they start crossing like so and creates this woven look. You will see the full pattern in about 2 or 3 rows. But basically this is your repeat section right here. Front post treble in a third and fourth stitch, go backwards and front post treble in a first and second stitch. Now let me show you another repeat. Look at the next 4 stitches. It's a bit hard to count the stitches from the top because you are skipping them when you front post around them. They are here and it's very hard to count. So it's better to just look at the posts below. And we look at the next 4. We will be making a front post treble in a third and fourth, then go back to the first and make a front post treble in a first and second. This is your repeat section for this row until you have 1 stitch left. So let me show you one repeat. Into the third stitch after you skip 2, make a front post treble, and then into the fourth one, another front post treble, and then go back. Don't look at the stitches on top, look at the posts, the ones that are available. You will see the ones that are not have the stitches made around them, and go back to the first one you skipped and make another front post treble, and then the second one that you skipped, another front post treble. And this is your repeat. Now again, look at the next 4 stitches and make another repeat. Skip the 2, and then into the third one and fourth one make a front post treble. Let's count again. So into the third one we're making front post treble, and then into the second one, actually the fourth one, make another front post treble. And now we can go backwards, the 2 skip stitches, in the first one another front post treble, and the second one a front post treble. So you always go in the set of 4, you go 3, 4, and then 1 and 2, and this is how it looks like. Now repeat this section, these 4 stitches along the row until you have 1 stitch left. I'll fast forward because I don't want to make it too long or too boring, and I'll meet you at the end. And this is how it looks like so far. We have 1 stitch left, and you can see how these stitches are crossing each other. Now once you reach the end of the row, you will just have to make a double crochet into the last stitch, and this creates a nice border edge around your design. These 2 double crochets on the side, they'll go on the edge. It will be easier for you to crochet a border around it. That's the point of them. And the rest, these 4 stitches repeat, just goes all along the row. So this is your second row, and now we will continue with our third one. Turn and chain 3, and again this counts as a double crochet, and this is the edge that you are creating. Now on this row we will crochet on the same side basically, but with back post front trebles, and we will try and offset them so we can create the woven design. So basically this is the only difference between row 2 and 3, is that they are offset by 2 stitches. So as here, instead of crocheting into the same 4 stitches on top, we will first crochet into these 2 and then offset them and crochet into the last 2 and first 2, last 2, first 2, and this will offset the pattern. This is basically the logic behind it and the pattern. So let's start with a back post treble in the first 2 stitches, and to make a back post treble, yarn over twice, insert your hook from front to back around the first stitch, then yarn over and pull up a loop, and now we can continue to complete the treble as usual. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and this is how you crochet a back post treble. It looks like a front post, but it's made from the back. This is how it looks like. All right, now into the next stitch, the same, a back post treble, yarn over twice, find the second stitch, which is quite easy, is this one here, and insert your hook around it from back to front, yarn over, pull up a loop, and complete your treble. All right, now we start our repeat. It's the same repeat as we had here, but it's offset. So we will work in this last two and into these last two stitches right here. And as usual, we work into the third and fourth and then go back to the first and second. Exactly the same thing as before. And they are all back post trebles. So skip these two stitches, don't count the stitches on top, just count the posts. And into the next one, third one, we yarn over twice, insert the hook around the post, pull up a loop, yarn over twice, yarn over through two, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two. And we made our back post treble. Now into the fourth of the set, yarn over twice, insert your hook around the post, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two, and yarn over, pull through two. Now we crocheted in through the third and fourth. It's time to go back to the first and crochet into the first and second. But we will do back post trebles. This will be crocheted on top of these stitches. So this is, I think, the trickiest part of the pattern, trying to insert your hook around this post from the back. Let's do that. Yarn over twice and then somehow find, I usually separate them like this, and insert your hook around the post like this, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two. And just to double check, you can see here is the first stitch. Now again, into the second skip stitch, which is this one, yarn over twice, go over all the stitches in the back, insert your hook from back to front in the back of the pattern and pull up a loop. Then we make the treble by yarn over, pulling through two, pull through two, and pull through two. And this is what we have. Now, like I said, you will see the full design in about 2 or 3 rows. Now, we will do this again into the next set of 4 stitches. So this is your basically the repeat, same as before. Back post treble in a third and fourth, go backwards, back post treble into the first and second. Now let's find the next stitches. These have been crocheted in because you see the posts are have stitches around them. Let's find the next stitch. So this is first, second, third, and fourth. These are your next set of 4 stitches. And again, we're gonna do back post trebles in them. Skip the first 2 and into the third one, which is this one. We are going to yarn over twice, insert your hook from the back, front, around the post, pull up a loop and make your treble. Now into the next stitch, yarn over twice, pull up a loop from the back and make your back post treble. Now we go back to the skip stitches, and again from the back we will make 2 back post treble. Now the most important thing is not to go through these stitches. You have to push them all to one side and reveal these stitches. That's, I think, the tricky part of this pattern. But it's once you pay attention to it, you will see them and get used to it after a few rows. Okay, so in the first skip stitch, make a back post treble, yarn over twice, and from the back, insert your hook around the post. So these are the 2. You do it around the very first stitch you skipped. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now again around the second post that you skipped, yarn over twice, from the back, around the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and make your back post treble. Yarn over, pull through 2, through 2, and through 2. And we are done with this lot of 4 stitches. I will show you one more repeat. Like I said, back post treble, find the next 4 stitches, which are these. You can even see them at the top, the 4 stitches. They just come from different directions, but they all meet here. And we are skipping the first 2, which are these ones, and back post treble in a 3rd and 4th. Then we go backwards and back post treble into the 1st and 2nd. All right, I'll show you this one repeat, and then I'll just speed it up, and I'll meet you at the end. Continue with this repeat until you have 3 stitches left. All right, one more repeat. Like I said, skip the first 2 and go into the 3rd one, yarn over twice. They're quite easy to see because they are right at the top. Make your treble, and then into the next one, make a treble, and then we go backwards to this one. So like I said, pull these stitches a bit apart to expose them at the back. Yarn over twice, insert your hook around the post like this, and yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and again through the 2nd skip stitch, back post treble around the stitch, and complete your treble. All right, I'll repeat this until I have 3 stitches left. Now I have reached the end of the row. We have 3 stitches left. I have crocheted in these ones. You can see they are crocheted around now, and we have these 2 left plus the double crochet. Now in these 2 we will just make 2 back post trebles. We're not skipping anything, we're just creating 2 back post trebles in the back. So yarn over and back post treble into the next stitch, and a back post treble into the next. And now we have the double crochet left, which is the chain 3, and we're gonna make a double crochet on top of it just to keep the edge straight. All right, and this is the 3rd row, and this is how it looks like on the right side. Now you can see the pattern forming. You can see the weaved effect these crossed stitches give to the design. From this point on, it's a matter of repeating round 2 and 3. Just repeat round 2 and 3 over and over until you have your desired length to your pattern. Now I will show you again just the beginnings of round 4 and 5, just so you will have an idea how it's crocheted, but it's basically row 2 and 3. Now let me show you the beginning of round 4. So turn, chain 3, this is your double crochet, and then we have these 2 4 stitches. Remember, we work in lots of 4. We skip first 2, and into the 3rd one and 4th one we make a front post treble. So yarn over twice and make your front post treble, then yarn over twice, make a front post treble. Now we go back to the very first skip stitch, front post treble, and a 2nd skipped one, front post treble. This is your repeat, and repeat it across. I'll show you one more repeat. Yarn over twice, find your next 4 stitches. Now these are these 2 stitches. Your next 4 stitches are these 2 at the back and these 2 at the front, and we will make front post stitches into them. Alright, so we skip the next 2 stitches, and into the 3rd and 4th of the set we make front post stitches. So that's first one, into the 4th of the set, another front post treble, and now go backwards to the skipped one, 1st and 2nd. Into the 1st you make a front post treble and a front post treble into the next, and now repeat this until the end of the row, until you have 1 stitch left. Now I have 1 stitch left, which is this double crochet. We will crochet another double crochet on top of it. So insert your hook in the top chain of chain 3 and make your double crochet to create the edge. And this is your 4th row. Let me show you how the 5th one is, which is a repeat of row 3. Turn, chain 3 as a double crochet. Now we are just going to offset the old pattern. So before we start our repeat of 4, we are just gonna back post treble into the first 2 stitches, which are these ones. You can see them here at the top joining. So don't look where they're coming from, look where they are joined. Those are your first 2 stitches. Alright, so let's make back post treble into the first. Okay. And then into the second, another back post treble. Okay. And now we start with our repeat, which is skipping the first 2 and crocheting into the last 2 of the set of 4. You can see the stitches. Don't look where they come from, like I said, look where they join. These are the next set of 4. We skip the first 2, we work in the last 2, and then go back. Back post trebles on these even rows. Okay, in a 3rd of the set, and then in a 4th of the set, and then going backwards to the first, we make back post. So insert your hook, make sure you push all these stitches aside to expose them, and insert your hook from the back to front and around, and make your treble. Okay, let me do this again. Okay, so in the first skipped, make a back post treble, and then in a second one skipped, we make a back post treble, and that's your repeat section again. First 2, last 2, skip the first 2, back post treble in a 3rd and 4th, go back, back post treble in a 1st and 2nd. I will continue, finish this. You continue like this until you have 3 stitches left, like I said, and then I'll show you how it looks like. Now I'm almost at the end of the row. I have 3 stitches left. This front post trebles right here, and the double crochet. So we are going to back post treble in them. So in the first one, back post treble around, and then into the next one, make a back post treble, and then into the last double crochet right here, we make a double crochet just to even the edge, make it straight. All right, and this is the back. The back is not very impressive, but when you turn it to the front side, now you can see the weaved pattern. This is how it looks like. You can see how this woven effect is made with back post and front post trebles, which are crossed on every row. So like I said, just repeat row 2 and 3 over and over. This is how it will look like. And again, here's the bigger sample. You can see it better here. And this is how you crochet the Celtic Weave Stitch. This is how it looks on the back. This is how it looks on the front. I hope you found my tutorial easy to follow. If you have any questions about this pattern, don't hesitate to put them in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to help you and answer them. Happy crocheting!